What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Done Decent. So as you guys know, we did finish painting the motorcycle. Everything did turn out pretty well except for the small run that we got in the tank. Today's goal is going to be to get that sanded down and prepped for paint again. I am going to try to get into an actual painting booth. I have a guy that told me I could use his extra painting booth to paint in. So I'm going to see if later on this week I can get out there and get it painted. But today I just want to get it sanded down. So this obviously isn't just going to be one episode. This is going to be a few day long deal. We also have a couple other things that did show up here. One of the new items that did show up is a new windshield. It's a clear new windshield. Looks really nice. I wasn't really planning on getting one, but after I saw they were only like 15 bucks, I think, on eBay, I figured I probably just might as well go ahead and get one for the cheap price that it was. I'm sure some of you guys are kind of wondering where I'm at on the price on this bike. I will update everything once I get towards the end. I want to do kind of a summary video with maybe some highlight footage of areas that I thought were interesting, as well as some areas that I think that some of you guys might find interesting, as well as go through the price points on the bike, let everybody know how much I have into it, and then how much I hope to get out of it. So I guess without a whole lot else needing to be said, I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding on this tank and get it prepped for another couple coats of base.
His music is saying you to the audience, but in a really beautiful way. It's like, you, I love you. Now let me play you some beautiful music, you know? So there's this feeling like they're gonna do whatever they want and assert their own will and not worry about how it's being understood or whatever. Yet the wonderful thing about that is that it speaks to people.
right, guys, welcome back. So today is Tuesday. Last time I talked to you, it was Sunday. We were out here trying to get this tank painted. It was kind of being a pain in the butt. I know I didn't do an outro again or like talk to you guys. It just came out super foggy, hazy, like milky almost. So I don't know if it was too cold, if I was spraying too fast, too much, too heavy, too thick. I'm not sure what happened, but what I'm probably gonna end up doing is sanding this entire tank back down to bare metal. For the rest of today, what I think I'm gonna do, because today's actually a pretty decent day, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to get this sanded all the way back down, get it into primer, paint, clear coat today. Tomorrow it's supposed to be chilly again, back down into like the 40s. I think right now it's in the 70s. It's pretty nice out, but I'm gonna set you guys up on a tripod. We're gonna go ahead and get these boxes open, see what we got. I've got a few more things that should be coming in tomorrow that will allow us to basically complete everything that we're doing as far as the cut, buff, and polish. But let's go ahead, see what we got in over the last few days, and then get to wet sanding. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and start by opening up this DeWalt tool that we got here. This is a DeWalt polisher tool, variable speed with a slow startup. I did get it off of Amazon. Honestly, I can't even tell you how much it was, but it's got varying RPMs down from like 600 to like 3,500, I believe. Very nice rollable toggle switch here. Actually, it shows you what the RPMs are supposed to be. It's got a lock, so as you're going, if you want to let off your hand there, you can lock it in place. Seems like it's going to be a pretty good tool. Let's go ahead and get it put together. This thing is actually surprisingly heavy. That's just a 7-inch interface pad. It's lock and hoop, Velcro, whatever you want to call it. So I think that's gonna be pretty sweet. Should work pretty well. All right, so what we got here is just a few more parts. I did order an entire kit that's got like 6 different interfaces for the cut, buff, and polish. This I just got for an extra backing plate as well as the woven wool. This here is actually another GoPro accessory. It's just a jaw clamp mechanism that you can use. You can snap everything in. You can just lock it in and then you just mount your GoPro here and you've got pretty good flexibility. The other few things that we got here, so I got some polishing pad cleaner, Chemical Guys polishing pad cleaner. I don't remember how much any of this stuff was, honestly. I'll link it down in the description below. I'll have a whole list of Amazon links for a lot of the tools and equipment and things that I use. But yeah, polishing pad cleaner. Then we've got our Meguiar's Mirror Glaze Professional Pro Speed Compound. This is the extra heavy cut stuff for when you're first going into the cut. This is V34 optical grade hybrid compound from Chemical Guys as well. This is more for like your buff, your second stage of your cut, buff, and polish. I do have another compound coming. Should be here tomorrow with the rest of my pads. We'll see how that works out. So I guess let's just go ahead and jump right into it and start sanding on some of these. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with 1000 grit and just see how it's working. I don't think I need to do a lot of cutting on any of these pieces really. Everything should be pretty clean, but I just wanna make it like really pop finish, really flat, even though most of it's pretty good. There are a few issues here and there. We did get a little bit of trash in a couple of the pieces in like small areas, so I want to try to clean it up as best as I can. But let's go ahead and try to start sanding with 1000 grit. We'll see how that goes. If it doesn't go very well, then we'll drop down to like the 800 or the 400, and then we'll just try to progress back through from there and try to really make this clean up. So let's go ahead and jump over.
His music is saying "F you" to the audience, but in a really beautiful way. It's like Q, I love you. Now let me play you some beautiful music, you know? So there's this feeling like they're gonna do whatever they want and assert their own will and not worry about how it's being understood or whatever. Yet the wonderful thing about that is that it speaks to people.
All right, guys, so I am pretty pleased with how that all went. We did finish at 2000 grit sandpaper. We still need to strip down the tank if we're gonna repaint it. I'm really not sure. Let me go ahead and show you guys what the tank turned out like. So looking at the tank here, I mean, you can see my fingerprints, but you can see where like along the edge here, it's actually kind of glossy. It's where like in the middle, it's kind of misty, and the same thing over on the side there. This side, it's kind of weird how it all looks because it's not necessarily all of it, but at least sections of it. And the other thing that kind of bothers me is you can see the scratches right in there. I'm not sure how to get the best like light angle on here, but you can see the scratches through the paint where there was sanding. There's one really big one you can see right through there. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. That's just like really frustrating to me. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do on that yet. I still need to think about it a little bit more and really look at it. It's just super frustrating right now because I want it to be done really well, but I also just kind of want to be done with this build. That's gonna be it for me today, guys. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out, supporting me through all this. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. If you do subscribe, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you guys can see every time I post a video just like this one. If you think this video was awesome, please share it. Thanks again, guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you later.